Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally race week. I can't believe 20 weeks of lead up comes down to this point. And actually, this week is going to be pretty relaxed for the first half. I got a lot of recovery to do, easy runs. We will do a workout, I think, Tuesday and Thursday, but the goal is to not do a lot of work. It's just to keep the motor running in a sense. Like, the work is done. The hay is in the barn. There's nothing more I can do to get any faster, but there is a sense of I need to maintain fitness. So we are obviously going to be doing some more up-tempo work on Tuesday and Thursday. Shouldn't be anything too crazy, but like I said, maintenance. Just want to maintain all the fitness going into Sunday. Hopefully have a great week.
But again, probably not even going to happen. So.
Unfortunately, since I am going to be gone all weekend, I have to work a couple extra longer shifts this week because I'm going to be off all weekend. But today I have a shift that's 10 to 5. Going to be a little brutal. I'm on my way out right now. Hopefully I can get a good bit of editing done because I do want to look over the Chicago Marathon footage I shot yesterday, which still can't believe, number one, Connor Mance broke the American record, and number two, I saw him when I met up with Kofuzi and Brian. We were all just like trading footage with each other of what we shot, and he happened to just walk into the hotel, and you know, Ko goes, "Oh, hey Connor, congrats on the American record." I'm just like, "Congrats, Connor." I was like, oh, a little starstruck, but that was super cool. 7 hours later, finally made it out of work. I'm starving, time for dinner. I guess today is like National Little Debbie Day or something of the sorts. I don't really know how they choose that specifically, but we celebrate all these like little national and whatever holidays, I guess, like the Root Beer Day and Donut Day and Llama Day. Like, it's really fun. I really like it. Today I was in charge of setting up, so I think I did a pretty good job, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what the boss says. All right, we are home from work and we're ready to start warming up for the workout this morning. Normally I like to do a little shakeout before work, and then if I'm doing a workout right when I get out of an opening shift. This morning Arrow wanted me to do only one session, so that's probably honestly for the best. Makes me feel really fresh. And we have an easy workout today. I say easy, should be easy. 6 to 7 miles at 6-minute pace, really simple threshold work down on the treadmill. Should be pretty relaxed, pretty enjoyable. Hopefully all things go to plan. We can kind of just execute on the morning and get in a nice session Tuesday, and then, you know, worry about the rest of the week as it comes, but focus is of course on right now. Boom, workout complete. I'm actually really happy with how that felt. 6-minute pace feels like, I mean, during this workout at least, it feels like I could do it forever. Like easily for 26 miles. I think mentally it might get difficult, but like physically, 6-minute pace doesn't seem to be a problem. Heart rate was low, you know, sitting right around 160. I think my heart rate going into the marathon, I'm going to be looking between 165 and 170 around that range. So I'm pretty happy with how that felt. I'm really hoping to run faster than 6-minute pace. Obviously, I do think it shouldn't be a problem as long as all goes well. So it's definitely, just a little reassuring that it felt good today, especially because I ran later in the day, like I will be racing the marathon instead of just waking up and going right in the morning. So really happy that that felt as good as it did. A tad bit warm out this morning. It's like 60 degrees right now, which is, less than ideal for running like hard workouts and races. But for an easy run, it didn't feel too bad. It really feels like fall, like October, spooky season, if you will. Besides the weather, of course, being all over the place. But I guess that's nothing new here in Illinois. So hopefully it won't be this warm during the race. That's really all I'm hoping for. I don't care about right now, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm just hoping it's cool. I don't know, we'll see. Easy little shakeout in the morning. I got a long day of work ahead of me. I got to get out of here by 6:30, 6:45, so I can make it to work on time, and then hopefully when we get home I'll be packing up because we leave tomorrow. It's crazy how much of a turnaround that is, but we're going to spend a couple days down there beforehand just to get acclimated to the time change and everything, so yeah, just got to take care of business today. It's 7 a.m. and it is so dark out right now. I don't understand. Well, I get that it's cloudy, obviously. The sun's not shining, but like for 7 o'clock, I mean, it's almost 7:15. Like it shouldn't be this dark. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little concerning because if I'm going to be doing workouts in the morning, it's going to be hard for me to film them at 6:30, 6 o'clock. I might have to start doing workouts in the afternoon after the marathon, obviously, but just because it's so dark out in the morning, I gotta wait till we get the hour time change in November.
Immediately, is it, I gotta pump the brakes a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. Well, that whole first mile, I was like, this feels a lot faster than marathon pace. So I know today's either going to be really hard.
I just did my first like in-depth weather check for this Sunday's race, and to say I was concerned would be to put it lightly. Currently, it's looking like it's gonna storm. Well, I don't know about thunder and lightning, but a lot of rain as of right now. As you can see, the precipitation chance is really high, and rain isn't the end of the world, but what is not great is the wind. I mean, by 8 o'clock, I mean, we're looking to jump up right into, 10 to 20 degree or 20 per mile per hour winds by the time I'd be, hopefully around finishing the race. So it's not looking good. Now, fortunately, things can change. Hopefully, things will change. If that does happen to be the case, I mean, I'm just going to have to run as hard as I can, but yeah, pouring rain and high winds is not a good mix of weather for a marathon. So I don't know. I got to get a good night of sleep tonight. We got a little workout in the morning, so I'm going to lock in for the rest of the evening, try to get some good sleep. And, I can't control the weather. All I can control is what is happening right now. And first things first is I need a good night of rest. We have an absolutely beautiful morning today, and I have a little bit of a workout going on this morning, so would have been perfect to go do at the track or even on the roads around here, but because it's so dark out, there's no way I can film any of it at the moment, and my dad obviously has to leave for work, so I'm on my own, meaning I'm going to run on the treadmill so I can get some footage for you guys. Also, it's going to help with time management because we're supposed to leave this morning around 10:30, so that should help a lot actually being here at the house. And yeah, the workout this morning is going to be some mile repeats. I think we're going to start at 6-minute pace and work down to 5:40. The goal is to do 7 to 8 miles of work, so nothing too crazy. We'll probably just cut down the pace each rep until we hit around 5:40 and then stay right there. 60 seconds of rest, not anything crazy, just an honest day of work. It shouldn't be too tiring, too exhausting. We'll have the Vaporfly 3s to help get us through this one. And yeah, just an honest effort this morning, the last workout of the split. This is it right here. This is, maintenance at the end of the day, like I said. Nothing crazy, just an honest effort, hopefully not too taxing. Take care of business and then take care of business on Sunday. And that right there completes the final workout of the build. Oh my goodness, what a crazy feeling. I feel like the workouts this week were exactly what I needed. Heart rate maxed out at 171 for, the last 2 reps we did at 5 5:42, which is great. Like, that's a little bit faster than what I'm hoping to run for the marathon. Well, I say that if weather is good, if conditions are ideal, you know, I'm thinking maybe 5:45 could be a good pace to try to hold, or maybe 5:50, we'll see. But like, if 5:42 feels that good during race day, I think we're gonna be in for a good day. And both the workouts this week just felt very relaxed, very easy, not too strenuous, and very easy to recover from. I finished running the workout and my cool down before 8 o'clock, which is what time the race is gonna start. So I have 3 full days to recover from this, and I don't think it was that taxing to begin with. So I think we're in a great spot. I'm super excited. That was a great final workout of the build. Like I said, now it's time to pack. Alrighty, let's talk a little bit about the shoes I'm going to be bringing with me this weekend. I have an easy shakeout when I get down to Michigan today. So first things first, we have the Vomero Premiums, bringing these with for my shakeout today. Tomorrow morning, we have an easy 4 to 5 miles of a nice recovery run. I'll also do that in these shoes. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing the same thing I did before the half marathon, where I have 30 minutes, the first 15 easy, the second 15 progressing, down to 6-minute 5:45 pace, which that I'm going to be doing in the Streak Flies, nice and quick, still super comfy. Obviously they're not dead exactly, even though I'm not using them for workouts anymore, but this type of run will be perfect for this. And then Sunday we will of course be racing in the Alpha Fly 3s. I did switch the laces out to the Streak Fly 1 laces. I got the white ones in here that Nike sent me oh so long ago. I switched those out the other day, got them nice laced up. They feel fantastic. Cannot wait to toss these on. But this is what I'm going to be bringing with shoes wise. I could definitely bring with more shoes. I love switching my shoes out, running in a different pair of shoes each day, but I'm going to try to resist. I have a lot of clothes that I'm going to be packing for weather, so I'm trying to only bring with what I absolutely need, and these shoes is more than enough. And then the other thing I really wanted to touch on before I finish packing up is my nutrition going into the race. This is the most difficult part of the marathon build for me because I have no experience with this. And realistically, I should have reached out to other marathoners like Kofuzi and said, hey, do you think this is a good idea? I'm kind of just winging it. I have a good idea of what I should do. I did quite a bit of research. I asked AI what it thought, and you know, especially talking with my coach back and forth during like long runs and stuff, I think we have a good idea of what we're going to do. So the night before, we're going to be taking Pillar Magnesium. This is triple magnesium. This is really good for promoting deep sleep. I know I'm probably going to struggle falling asleep, but hopefully this will knock me out and keep me asleep. Morning of, we're going to take one Nomeo, which I'm gonna bring 2 of these, one for before, and then the night of the marathon afterwards. I'm gonna hurt, and this will help hopefully with the recovery process, so the next morning I don't feel terrible. And then the morning of, I'm gonna be sipping on SIS Electrolyte Go, which is carbs and electrolytes. I should mention I'm also gonna bring with Morton 160 drink mix, and I think I'll take this maybe Friday, Saturday. I think I'll have one each day, and just to help get in extra carbs. Carb loading is obviously really important. I'm not sure how much carbs I should be taking in, but I'm kind of just going to go by feel. And then the big thing is gels. Now I'm bringing with 6 gels. I don't think I'll take all 6 during the race, but there's a chance. You never know. I might take one before. I'm not too sure. It will depend on how I feel. I'd prefer to drink the SIS Go before and take these during, but I'm bringing with 3 salted strawberry 20-gram gels. This is the hard part, is that I'm also going to do 2 Beta Fuel electrolyte gels and then 1 normal Beta Fuel. Electrolytes is the one thing that I have no idea how much I should be taking in. It looks like 400 to 600 milligrams of sodium per hour of racing is, you know, really good. You know, you could push maybe 1,000, but I don't think I would need to. I don't sweat that much, and especially because it's going to be a little bit cooler, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, I just think that I think trying to get these in, this is like 200 milligrams of sodium. The SIS electrolyte salted strawberry is 100, and then this I think has like 20, just the normal Beta Fuel. So it's really not that much sodium, which is why I'm okay with taking majority electrolyte gels. I think that'll be good in the long run. So what I'm thinking is I'll do a beta fuel, 30 minutes into the race, and then try to do a salted strawberry the next at 60 minutes and kind of rotate there. So I'm doing 60 grams of carbs per hour. It's on the lower side. I know people say shoot for 80 to 100. I don't think my stomach is quite ready for that. So I think doing, boom, boom, first hour, and then second hour, and then with the last half hour to 40 minutes, if I try to do maybe one more beta fuel, or if I'm not feeling it, I'll try to do another salted strawberry, go from there. I think that's in my best interest. Is that going to work? I have no idea, but you guys are going to find out when I find out. So this is the go-to. I'm not doing bicarb. Oh my God, never ever. I shouldn't say never again, because I'll probably take it like before like a 5K, but nothing longer than a 5K. I'm taking bicarb forever again. So this is the goal. I think it'll go good. I got to finish packing. Time to lock in. Alrighty, we made it down to Michigan. I need to really unload all my stuff, but first things first, we obviously did a workout this morning, mile repeats. I need to shake out after a little 3-hour drive, so gonna take my pants off, put shorts on, and then go get in like 15, 20 minutes. Nothing crazy, very light. So we ended up coming down here to Holland, Michigan, which is where I am right now. It's about 40 minutes outside of Grand Rapids, where the marathon will be taking place. We got here Thursday because of the time change, and I just wanted to make sure that I had enough time to make sure that everything was pretty much ready to go for Sunday. It makes it a little bit easier than coming down Friday, trying to, get in a quick shakeout after the long drive, wake up Saturday, go to the expo, get my packet, come back, see everybody who's going to be down here. It gives me just that extra day, an extra night of rest. And like I said, an hour time difference isn't anything crazy, but because they're ahead, it means that tonight I'm going to have to go to sleep an hour earlier than I would so that I can still get up at 4 o'clock, which is the plan as of right now. And hopefully all goes well. But yeah, got in a quick shakeout, feel pretty good. Nice little dinner and some editing tonight, hang out with mom, and then I got the whole day ahead of me tomorrow to, just kind of relax and get in a groove, get ready to go, feel acclimated, if you will.
Holy moly, it is a windy one out right now. Not anything like too terrible that I can't run against, but just a lot windier than I was expecting, and doesn't really bode well too for Sunday morning. So I don't know, we'll see. Fingers crossed the weather kind of dies down, but yeah, easy run this morning. Felt pretty good, honestly, surprisingly, given we had a workout yesterday. I think the shakeout when I got here really did help, and hopefully we can kind of translate that into tomorrow for the run then. But for now, today is a big day to carb load, stretch, recover. Hopefully everything goes well.
Me and Mama T came to a little coffee shop for breakfast this morning, but it looks packed, so I don't know if we're going to be able to sit in here and eat. We'll have to see. Thank you. Jeez.
What does that have to do with it?
Mother. Mother. Careful with that. I can smell this from here. That's funny. It smells spicy. It is. Mom needed to go to one of the stores over here, but it just so happens to be right next to a Barnes & Noble, which is like my favorite store ever, outside of Nike, obviously. So we're going to go in and check out some of the books that I need. 4, 5, 8, 1, 2. So I need 9. 7, 14. Crap, man. They never have it. This is the other book that I need, but I have a different cover, so I don't want to get this one because it's not the same one as the 3 that the 2. I have these 2, but in a different cover. I'm gonna have to order this one. I can never find this one anywhere. I wasn't planning on getting anything, but this looked really good, and I thought, hey, it'd be a great way to remember the trip, start off a new book, and I have a lot of time to kill while I'm here, so I don't know, gonna read this at the very least. Now this is epic. My actual favorite store. Oh, what's this? Oh, $25 off a $150 purchase. That's me. We could do that. We can make that happen. My wallet wins today. No Nike bags leaving, but that's okay. Got time for a game of Clash really quick. Oh, I don't like this start, and Mama T's on the move, but we got the dub. Let's go. I don't even know where we're at. We're just walking on a mall right now, which is kind of fun, but I'm kind of trying to lock in. Oh, chest for the boys. Little 3-star. And Valkyrie. Oh, actually, that's great. I need wild cards. Strawberry smoothie. I think it's funny you get blueberries with it, too. Just made it back to the cottage after an afternoon of running around, going to the outlet mall, grabbing food, breakfast and lunch. Now I'm getting ready to take down a little Powerade. I feel like I've done pretty good carb loading so far today. I feel like I've had a lot of food. It's a little easier, obviously, to drink liquid than it is to eat carbs. So this is about 50 grams of carbs, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll help put that down. I'm also going to be making sure I'm staying hydrated, drinking a lot of water, and I think we're getting pizza tonight, so that'll be even more carbs. I'm trying to eat a little bit more than I normally do, just because I know today, tomorrow, big days. Sunday morning, I don't want to eat too much, wake up, feel bad going into the race. So obviously, carb loading the days leading up to is easiest and probably the best practice. So hopefully that all goes well. Okay, well, I finished the video for last week and I was uploading it while we were eating dinner, but I got an error message saying it was unable to upload to YouTube, which most likely means there's an issue with one of the clips, probably one that I imported from my phone from the glasses, but it doesn't tell me which one it is. So now I just have to literally watch frame for frame and see where I'm getting a red bar basically for the clip that's the issue. and it's 7 o'clock, I'm going to bed. This is like one of the most important nights of sleep that I need to get. So I'm gonna have to do this when I wake up tomorrow morning, which isn't a big deal. You know, I'll have time to wake up, do this, and then upload it. But I wanted to upload this tonight. Like, it's done, it's ready to go. But oh well, it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning. Is what it is. It is warm and windy out this morning. I'm sure you can hear the wind whipping behind me. The goal was to do like 30 minutes really easy for the first 15, and then the last 15 picking up pace. I don't know how realistic that's going to be this morning. I think I'm just going to do 20 minutes and maybe toss in a couple surges at the end, but I mean, it's crazy out right now. All things considered, the run this morning went quite well. I felt it was pretty easy to get up to 6-minute 5:50 pace. I didn't feel like my legs were all that tired, which is great. It means I recovered really well from Thursday's workout. And now we have a little trip down to Grand Rapids to go to the expo, get my packet. It's really gloomy out, raining quite a bit, if you can tell. So I don't know how much of the camera I'm gonna be using when I'm there. I'm probably just gonna bring my glasses and film most of it with this, but hey, I'm gonna bring you guys along one way or another. We've arrived on site. Big Y is where we're going into the expo at. Hopefully all goes well. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know where to start at, but oh, we got Brooks, but we don't have Nike. Unreal, man. I do, but I don't need it because I'm 4. Oh, that's easy. That's easy to remember.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you then. Alrighty, we are locked and loaded. Bib number 4, which is pretty cool. I'm not really normally this low in the bib. I don't really know how they did it. Probably by the time I submitted, which I think I submitted like 2:32. And on a good day, I feel like that's a very realistic goal for me. But tomorrow is obviously going to be hit or miss, I guess. Bib secured. We made it back to the cottage safe and sound. Just got a little acai bowl for lunch. Nothing crazy. I feel like I probably could get in some more carbs right now, so I'm actually going to do a packet of Morton and roll out before we head out to dinner later on today.
Warm up, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, everything up to the start. We'll shoot in 4K 24, and then after or at the start, you can switch it over to. And if you want to switch it over a little bit before, that's fine, just so you're not worried about it. But understand, like, I like the entire race to be in 120.
HD, 120.
Is that what,
What's my 1 by my 250?
Is that even? Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Number 4.
Dude, Nike came in so clutch with sending me this. Shout out to Nike, man. This singlet is so freaking clean. It's so nice. Boom. Boom. Neither the nerves nor the realization has seemingly set in just yet. And kind of a good and bad thing, because I know tomorrow, definitely when I get there, it's going to be, the nerves are just going to build over the hour, hour and a half of getting there and warming up, all that good stuff, going to the start line. And I love nerves. Nerves are good. Nerves are, you know, it's very humbling, to be honest. And it's just like a great reminder, like, hey, it's a pressure to be nervous. It's a pressure to, It's a privilege to be nervous. It's a privilege to have pressure. And I'm really excited for that. And I can't take that for granted, for sure. But at the same time, you know, nervous sucks, especially at the start line. So right now it'd be nice to get some of that out of my system, but you know, it is what it is, not the end of the world. Now for the rest of the night, before we go to dinner, I'm just gonna try to relax. When we get home from dinner, I'm gonna jump on a call with my coach and then get ready for bed. Just trying to, you know, take a breather and take each moment in.
At least for the big prize, you're not actually winning the half marathon.
go, Luke! You guys are doing great! Sharp turn! Great job, keep the pace, keep the pace!
Holy shit. All right, we made it back home from the marathon. A lot to talk about, man. I thought I'd come out here and just have a little one-on-one with you guys. There's really so much for me to break down. I don't even know where to start. First of all, 2:39. I'm pretty happy with a 2:39, all things considered. I do think I'm in shape to run quite a bit faster, but you know, given how the day played out, I can't complain going sub 2:40. Like, that's a really good result, and I'm not upset with that. I'm upset with the weather, obviously. I mean, 100% humidity, you know, pouring rain I shouldn't say pouring, but raining the entire race. It didn't stop at all. And then obviously super windy. I mean, I think we were at a low of 13 miles per hour at the start, and it shot up to like 20 by the end. And some of the gusts when I was by myself were pretty brutal, but all things considered, I mean, I had a lot of times where I was running with people, which was great. You know, I'm sure you'll see in those clips, like, I think from all the times that my parents saw me for the first, I don't know, I mean, maybe 14 miles or so, I was with somebody. After that, we went on this back road that stretched, I mean, a good 6-7 miles of the race. A lot of that I was by myself, and that was the hardest moment. I actually kind of thought that I was going to be screwed at mile 16. I started to have a little bit of a stomach problem where I felt like my carb intake was too high, and I thought I was going to have to use the bathroom. So I was on this back road, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to have to peel off into the woods and just drop a, you know, and then get back on the trail and keep going. And then I thought to myself, I'm already soaking wet. I don't want to stop running. I don't know if I can stop and start back up again. I don't know how bad this is going to be. Maybe I'll just wait for a bathroom. And then I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to send it. So I had every intention of the world in pooping myself, to be honest with you guys. It's a terrible thing to say, but I said, screw it. I went to let it rip. And it was just gas. Thank God. It was just gas. It was probably the scariest moment of the race, was mile 16, thinking to myself, I'm about to crap myself. And then it just turned out just to be a little gas. And the moment that let out, oh, I felt so much better. So fortunate that happened when it did, and I just let it go. But after that, you know, there's a lot of those back miles that I think there were a couple of hills in the first half of the race that hurt my quads quite a bit, and it made me need to slow down to run that 6-minute pace just because it was such a difficult time breathing. Like I said, conditions were rough. I probably ran a little too fast. I felt good running around 5:52 pace, honestly. And then it just kept getting harder and harder, and you know, obviously you got to respect the marathon distance. I had to slow down a little bit, and yeah, I don't know, those last couple miles in the back, the last half, if you will, there were some lonely miles, and I actually had somebody say hi to me or like shout, to just say like, "Oh, let's go, Luke." I'm at mile 18 or something. So if you see this, he commented on my Strava. Shout out to you, man. That was super cool. It was, you know, just a really neat thing to be in the middle of the race and have somebody cheering for me on the other side. So hope your race went well as well. And actually, like I don't know if I think it was right before that, I went to take another gel. So gel-wise, if you're interested, I was trying to hit every aid station I could, whether it be water or Gatorade. But gels, I did a Beta Fuel electrolyte at 25-30 minutes in, and then an electrolyte strawberry salted 60 minutes in. So that's 40 grams and 20 grams, 60 grams in total. And then I did that again, but instead of a electrolyte Beta Fuel, I did a normal one. So it was another 60 grams or 40 grams of the Beta Fuel. But I didn't do a strawberry or a salted strawberry right away because then my gut hurt. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take this. Then I passed gas and I was good, so I went to do another one a little bit after that, a couple miles later, and I dropped it. And I was pissed. But I had one more extra electrolyte salted strawberry, which is again like a 20 gram carb gel. So I took that. Fortunately, I didn't have to stop and go get it. There was no way I was stopping. And just because of how wet everything was, there were some spots that were really sketchy, going down some hills even. So I don't think I did enough carbs, but at the same time, I think that's something I need to work on anyways. So I don't know, it's just something that to think about, if you will. So yeah, those last couple miles, I mean, it was just all out. I mean, I hit 24. We combined back into the half marathon that was still going on. You know, it's a lot of dodging and weaving, and it was kind of tough, but my legs were kind of just giving out at that point. And at miles like 17 or 18, I looked down at my watch and I thought that I was on pace to run like 2:44, and I like almost gave up on running any like faster than, or I think it was like 2:42 is what I calculated. And then mile 20, I recalculated it and realized I was still on pace to go under 2:40. So like between like mile 17 and mile 20, I like had given up on running under 2:40. And then all of a sudden I crossed mile 20 and I'm like, wait a second, no, I calculated it wrong, I'm still good. So then I started kicking again. Well, I shouldn't say kicking again, but the motivation to keep going like kind of hit again, and I was like, okay, I got this. So then miles 20 to 26, I was doing everything in my power to, you know, just try to go sub 240 at that point. And fortunately, I crossed 2 miles to go, and I looked down, I'm like, I basically have to run like 15 miles. Well, the first one I think I ran like 6:17, and then I was on pace to run like 6:20. So I was cutting it very close. The last mile, I was giving it everything I had. And I mean, you'll see the kick of the video my mom took. I'll have to put that on screen. And I mean, I was probably moving 5:45, 5:30 pace down the home stretch for like 400. I was giving everything I could just to make sure I got under that 240 mark. 2:39:53, I think. It took a lot out of me. I'm so grateful I was able to finish that. Just probably some of the, you know, the worst conditions I could have had during this race. So yeah, it really took everything out of me to get through it, and I'm glad it's over. A lot more to talk about and discuss in the coming weeks. You know, if you guys have any comments, obviously let me know in the comment section, but the big thing now is just to be recovering from this. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day with my family. I'm so appreciative they came out and supported me. My second family as well were here, and I mean, I couldn't thank them enough. And same with Jimmy T, an unbelievable job on the camera, as well as my mom cheering me on, and everybody who always supports me. It means the world to me, so thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the day. My legs hurt really bad, so try to get some food in me, relax, enjoy the day.